What is up, everyone? Welcome back. We just got back from vacation and we have two big projects we're working on today.
First, we're starting off, I want to get this floor laid out to the stairs because I'm sick of laying in bed and watching my phone. So I want to be able to put the couch in here, get our TV up, but first, let's get this cleaned up. We still have a bunch of staples down here from the carpet pad, and we got to clean up from the sheetrocker because there's like big clumps of spackle everywhere. So in the past, I've used just like a little pry bar, but I don't feel like, this is a lot of square foot and I don't feel like doing that. So I was planning on using like an edger, like a gardening edger, but Lauren picked up flathead shovel. So we're gonna go with that. Let's see how it works.
And the second task of the day is revisiting this Japanese knotweed that we had removed from our backyard. It's just all growing back, which the landscaper said was probably going to happen. I just didn't think it was gonna be this much. So we're gonna try another strategy. So I went online and I found this company called Green Shoots, and it's a herbicide mixture that I should be able to cut the stems, pour this on the root, and it should kill it down to the root. I spent a lot of time last week digging up roots, and while it was fun for a short period of time, it would be quite miserable to do the whole yard. So we're gonna try this, which we probably should have done before we had the landscaper come, and then we'll see how it works. Oh, it just broke my shovel. So this is pretty miserable. There's weeds everywhere. It's 93 degrees outside, humid as hell. I feel like this treatment would have been good for like a small area, like what I just did, but it's not the solution for half our yard. So I'm gonna call it quits for today on this. We're gonna regroup, come up with another solution. I don't know. I feel like I'm fighting a losing battle here, but if you guys have any suggestions for how to get rid of 400 square feet of Japanese knotweed, let us know. But this is not something I feel like doing the rest of the day, so I'm gonna go inside and help Kyle with the flooring.
What's the matter?
That's not happening today.
Is it brutal?
A big root broke my little shovel.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
That stuff's intense.
So do you want help with flooring?
I would love help with flooring. Do you want to come see how not far I got because there was a million staples in the floor? At least when I was in here being miserable, pulling up a million staples, I had air conditioning. And unfortunately Lauren didn't, so feeling for her. But we got all the staples pulled and we got the first row down and we're starting on the second row. So, should I give them the rundown now? Or should I wait? Are you trying to cripple me? I know when we did the LVT, we did like a semi breakdown, but not a real in-depth how-to. So I'm gonna dive in a little bit into LVP, how we're doing it on this first floor. First is gonna be, setting up the first row and which direction you want to travel in. When you enter a room, I personally, and I think that the way the industry says is that when you walk in a room or the length of a room, whatever the longest portion of the room is what you want it to be running in. I opted to actually go with that way because this is a super old house and the floor is kind of wavy. The way that the waves were from this wall behind me and out. So the planks themselves, you'll see, are they're pretty pliable this way, but not so much obviously this way. So I would rather these kind of float the waves than have it be like this, because when you have it like this, you're risking seams kind of opening up or actually releasing. This way, it's kind of, you're using that natural bend of the flooring. So that's what I'm going with. Now laying the first row. Follow me. Now in our LVT episode, I did show you how these snap together, and these go together the same exact way. Remember, we're working with the tongue facing in the direction we're moving, and we're working left to right. So you're setting the groove into the tongue. You'll feel it kind of seat, and then you slide it down towards this board. You got it at almost like a, what would you say that is?
65-degree angle?
Maybe like a, no, like a 45 probably. And then just drop it into place. And you'll see like right here, this may be a little bit of a gap here, and that could just be direction of travel with this first row, because once you start getting like 3, 4, 5 rows in, it's gonna be a lot easier. Right now you're still working with a little bit of movement of that first row. So I will set maybe this seam first, and then come back in and work this side in. You got a little gap here. You don't want to keep that like that, but you can work that in. And just like that. So now that's closed up nice and tight, and we don't have any seams down here.
When we were on vacation this past week, we had family and friends watch Bodhi, and we finally got him back, and it's so exciting. I just miss him so much.
He was so excited when we got home.
Yeah, you good boy.
Nice.
When you're starting a new row, you want to make sure you're throwing your seams. So unlike the LVT upstairs in the bathroom, you do not want this to look like a grid. So this, we just did a full piece. You can't do a full piece again because then your seams are gonna line up and that doesn't look natural. So you just wanna make sure you're starting with different size pieces. So let's go cut one. So instead of starting with a full piece, we're gonna cut it here and we're gonna do like a 3/4 piece. So we like all of our seams to be a minimum of 6 inches away from each other. So we have a solid 10 inches here. The next seam up here is over here. Still look good.
And then also along your walls, with vinyl, you definitely have to account for expansion and contraction. So you want anywhere from like 3/8 to like a 1/4 inch off of the wall. Now, our stud is actually in a 1/2 inch behind the sheetrock, so we've got plenty of room. Sometimes when you set your plank in, it's kind of touching and then there's a little bit of a gap in the middle. If you can't like wiggle it in, if you actually hammer it and bring it towards you and let it grip it, it will kind of seat that in and close that gap up. And that's perfect now. Good job. Well done. So normally when I do floors, I like to, like the most traveled area, I like to make sure that the pieces that are up against the wall that you see are whole pieces. So like the front door. When somebody walks in the front door, I don't like to see a ripped piece up along the wall. I would like to see a nice whole piece running out into the room. And then the spot that maybe the least people will see, maybe this TV room wall, be a ripped piece. But I'm kind of doing it backwards so that we can fill this space without having to completely do the kitchen. Like if I actually started from that wall, I would have to do basically the full kitchen in order to get like into this spot where we want the TV. Now I'll be able to kind of stagger it out like this. And by the time I hit this wall, I can finish off this whole room and not have to be totally done out here.
Basically, he's saying a sofa and a television is priority over true craftsmanship.
True.
While he's doing that, I'm going to tackle these stairs. The plan with them is we're just gonna rip off the old carpet and we're gonna stain them to a color that matches the LVP. But that's not a priority, we're gonna do it down the line, but I am gonna remove this carpet just because it's disgusting.
So this is the last one I'm able to put in for right now. Number one, because I have been helping my parents move out of their house, so I don't have all my tools or my work car at work. Sorry, Mark. But I think we'll be able to get back to it when we get back. I got my table saw and my chop saw, so we'll see how far we can get. But for right now, this is gonna be the last piece. Bam. It looks freaking good. So we just got back. Lauren and I had to go run a couple errands and we did not get back to the floor. So that's about as much as we got done, which is what we left you with. Because tomorrow we are doing a triathlon that we've been training for since March. Lit.
So we're actually heading out to Kyle's parents now because the race is in their town. So we're gonna go get some dinner, hydration, and get a good night's rest.
So we'll see you guys in the morning. So it's super early and there's some elite athletes in here.
Yeah, we're not them.
We're definitely not them.
Do you even know where you're
I
going?
just walked past.
Holy shit. Just did the swim. It was so hard and long. Now we gotta do the bike. I just finished. Now let me go see if I can catch Kyle finish. Yeah, Kyle! There he is! Kai! You want to go through the water?
I want to go through the cold water.
They said it wasn't supposed to be hot today, but it was definitely hot.
You did it first try. So we got done with the triathlon yesterday and we were exhausted. So we basically came home, took a nap, ate, and then just like lounged around all day. And it's now Monday. We both went back to our full-time jobs, caught up a little bit, and I just got a call from one of our tenants. Basically, there was a lot of water over this weekend and she got some water in her basement. She says overall it's okay, but I am gonna go over there and just help her make sure everything's dry. I'm gonna check our sump to make sure that it didn't fail, and really just try to diagnose the problem. And I'm also gonna bring over a fan just to help dry things out to prevent any mold growth down there. So we could outsource this, but it's one of those like weird jobs where I'm just gonna go. All right, let's go see how bad the damage is. Okay, so I took care of it. I left a fan, I helped clean it up a little bit. It's hard to really tell where the water's coming from. I checked all of our go-to spots. I checked the sub pump, make sure that was working. I checked the gutters and downspouts outside to make sure those weren't like dumping into the foundation. I checked the window. With this area, sometimes the water does seep up from the ground. I don't know, I took a bunch of photos and videos. I'm gonna bring them back, consult them with Kyle, and we'll try to figure out what the problem is, make sure it doesn't happen again. But while I'm in the area, I am going to check out our other properties. We have one more on the street, which I just looked at, saw some of the grass was overgrown, so I'm gonna send them a text, and I'm gonna drive past our other property. I just looked at the backyard and it looked good, but let me just look at the front. Because these are single family homes, the tenants are responsible for their own lawn care. And the town will fine us if they don't take care of it. So I just try to keep tabs. Oh, it looks so cute. Very cute. They get an A+. Place looks great. Now I'm going to head back home, and I think Kyle and I are going to get at those floors again. He really wants a living room, so if we could finish at least the living room, I think he'll be a happy camper.
Coming at you all week with post work, work. I want to get this living room totally done and hopefully big transformations from Monday to Friday so that maybe Lauren and I can maybe take the weekend off and head to the beach. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm diving right into the floor, so let's get going.
So we left you guys before the triathlon. We basically just did this section. And our goal is to just finish this room, but obviously we need to come into this room to extend all the way out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Bodhi looking cute as always. Ooh, and exciting news on the live-in renovation front. Now that the kitchen's painted and there isn't a lot of like dirty work to happen besides really just doing the floors, we were able to put our fridge in here and plug it in, and not having to go to the basement every time is like magical. And I did Instacart for the first time. Kyle and I are really trying to figure out not only how to make our business run more efficiently, but how to make our personal lives more efficient. And I felt like grocery deliveries may be something we can do, because we both hate grocery shopping and we never think ahead enough to plan for dinner. So I did it today and it worked out really well. Might be hooked.
For anyone out there that knows like the little old features within the house, I love keeping them. So one of the old features here was this exhaust fan, and it's kind of located in the perfect spot for us because our range is going to be like right here. This is all going to be countertop, and the vent fan is right there. So when you're cooking here, not only are we going to have the microwave vent up top, but with that sucking air out, it's going to pull all of that smoke and nasty food smell right out of the house. So I don't know what color to paint this, or do I keep this old school kind of like robot silver look, because this is straight like that old sparkly silver color. It looks pretty sick. I think like a cool powder coat would look cool. Like maybe like if the fan blades were like a powder coat black, and if this was kept silver, I think would look really cool. Or like, do we give this a pop of color? I don't know, what do you think?
So we got a little renovation ADHD going. I went to go cut a piece of the flooring and then realized that none of the lights were in the ceiling. So now we're installing them. So Kyle did the ones in the kitchen, and now he's
installing them. Like, cause they're like, are we installing them? We're just hooking them
We're
back
sucking
up.
them up.
The sheetrocker actually took them out to do the taking us back one.
But now he's like, well, we did these two, we might as well do the rest of them on the first floor. Yeah. So,
but this is why
happen.
You take them out before a spackler gets here, because they ain't the cleanest people on earth, and there's spackle all over them. Now I'm over here chipping.
And then I'm being very picky with my color temperature. I feel like you can't really tell.
Oh man, that one is super yellow.
But in here
it's way nicer.
In here they are a blue light.
I don't even know why you would make that an option.
And then this one's a warmer tone.
Warmer.
This is a good example of these two. I don't know if you could tell, but this one is a cool tone and this one's a warm tone. And they don't match, so I need them to be changed. And what's cool about these lights though is that you could just change them with a little switch up in the wiring, in the hookup.
Yeah, where they connect up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
These are awesome. I mean, these beat the recessed, the true recessed like pot lamps where you have to actually mount the pot.
So what are these? Just LED recessed lighting?
Yeah, like almost like flush mount, because they're not really recessed. They're just flush mount. And then you wire up, like there's a little box up top that a wire comes out that this hooks into, and it powers it up. And literally, like, you zip a hole and these just snap, boom.
Why don't you show us?
I will once I'm done cleaning this one off. They were really messy with this one. So you wire the box up like this. It's just in and out in your run, in your series. And then out of the box comes this little guy. And this little guy plugs straight into your light. Then everything just goes back up and in. But check it, like on here, you can see there's like different settings, and it goes all the way from like the warmest to the coolest, and I think the coolest is definitely the best. And then everything just gets back up in here. Just the flattest areas. I might have a problem with this one. Maybe not though. I feel like I'm looking at the sun.
It looked like you were holding the sun. They look so good.
Last one.
Nope, not the last one. Come this way.
What? Oh, I can tell already.
The lights in the laundry room are warm.
It looks like a freaking, like, dude, this is terrible. Why is this even an option?
Yeah,
This looks like a horror. Like, if we were gonna make a Halloween horror, like haunted house, these are the colored lights we'd be using.
Yeah.
Dude, let me know out there, honestly, like, if you use like warm lights like this, and you enjoy warm lights like this, I wanna know who you are. I don't think that that's a mouse.
Stick your head up there.
It's up here. It's over there now.
We've been hearing some rumblings above the ceiling in here. We think it's a mouse, but it sounds like a little heavier.
I think it might be a squirrel.
Kyle thinks it's a squirrel.
Watch, it's like some rabid raccoon. That was heavy. No, stop, dude. Let me put the light back up before you go waking it back up. That's the last thing we need is a f***ing rabid animal.
It was up here before.
It was over here, right? Did it run outside? I wonder if it's getting in from under the crawl space.
Yeah, but it's...
We got some above your head.
Shut the
No, but I was looking to see how it could have gotten in. The only thing I can think of is like down underneath and it goes up the wall. That goes straight down.
It's that crawl space, and the door's closed and locked.
The crawl space comes out and underneath the deck.
Oh.
So like it's totally wide open. Like it can. There's a wild animal in our house. It started up here.
Yeah.
And then made its way over there. And then I think it took a tumble and got scared and fell down, the poor little guy.
So while we could probably finish the flooring tonight, it is 9:17 and this is a duplex and there is such thing called quiet enjoyment. So while we have the energy to...
What's quiet enjoyment?
You know, using the mallet and banging
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea.
yeah, it just wouldn't be the nicest thing for our neighbors. So we're gonna call it quits for tonight, but we are gonna tackle this tomorrow. I think we're gonna be able to go pick up our couches. I think we're gonna be able to hook up our television. Guys, we might have a living room tomorrow. We might be able to watch TV tomorrow. This is gonna be great.
Super special week. You're gonna get us all night. No, not all night, all week, every night until Friday.
This is gonna be crazy.
We'll see you tomorrow. Say bye, buddy. Say see you tomorrow.
He sucks.
For a camera hog, he really is not good on camera.
No.
All right, check you guys later.
See you tomorrow. It is Tuesday evening, the W2 workday is done, and Kyle is pulling up with something that's going to be so game-changing. We have couches!
We got couches!
So now it's a mad dash to finish the floor so we can have a living room. Kyle's.
And it's a mad dash to finish the floor because the faster we finish it, the faster we go with the e-tear.
Yes.
Hence my hair being looking like I was in a women's tunnel.
And then we have Kyle's dad putting the feet on the couch. A very important job.
Yes, very important.
Talk about building the parachute on the way down. Installing the flooring as you're putting the furniture together.
That's about as far as we can go. Unfortunately, we still have a massive stack of sheetrock that we have to return, and it is inhibiting us from making this flow.
But I think we should take scrap flooring and just put it where we think the couch is gonna go for now, so we can at least like set it.
I concur.
Okay. This is who it's perfect for.
Yeah.
He's been waiting. What do you think, buddy? You excited?
He misses his chair.
This is, oh man.
You so excited? Look at the little tail go.
For this. And we got our coffee table, so now we can eat dinner at it. Instead of on the chop saw table.
That's true.
Or on our laps on the deck. Right, buddy? Yeah, we almost have your house back. Yeah, we're doing this for you.
Oh boy, this is nice.
This is nice.
We haven't had, like the last couple weeks we've just been like coming home from work, or I work here, working on the house, and then having to go straight to bed because there's nowhere else to go. So having just like another living space.
My hair looks
is gonna
crazy.
be so nice. And then, I mean, we have a coffee table now, so we actually have like a place to eat. I've been eating breakfast standing, like and using the dryer as a table.
We're definitely not done, but enough just to get the couch in here is a morale boost.
Why are you trying to look like a emo guitarist with your hair?
It's representative of my energy level.
This is game changing. Yeah. I'm really excited.
My God. Because think about it. Any time that we wanted to just like chill, we were in bed. So there was no separation of just like chilling, like just laying on the couch and being in bed. It was like we were chilling in bed and then it was like, okay, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
Just turn the light off and close your eyes.
This definitely makes a live-in renovation a little bit more bearable. In the next video, we're gonna finish this flooring and order the kitchen cabinets.
And we'll throw a couple other little things in there along the way. So, like, subscribe. You know the deal.
Comment below.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace! Always ruining the shot. Oh. Where are you going, bud?
Get fall over. Alright, I love you, but you gotta get out of the way. Go ahead, bud. You too, Mike.
You're just so cute, though.
It's beach one.
So we, like all of our seams, jeez, Bo, come on. You literally ruin all of the shots.
He's saying, please finish this floor, Dad. Come on.